What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on? I know y'all was like, girl, you probably wasn't, okay? But I feel like, I done said so many times. Don't come for me. Because I have said so many times, if you don't see a video up when it's supposed to be up, just give me a minute. Obviously, something happened or whatever. Or, just life happens and all that shit. If I ain't saying I ain't gonna review it, then you ain't got to be asking or whatever. Baby, I guess y'all done got that up in y'all man. Finally, because for the past couple of times that I have not put a video up at the normal time that I usually do, but put it up the day before, after or whatever, girl, y'all ain't say shit. So I'm sitting here like, damn, do they not want the video? But no, y'all doing it right. Y'all doing it right. Y'all doing it right. Okay, so don't worry about it. Oop, hold on. Let me get that correct. I told y'all, like, let me say this. Before we get up into the video, what's been really going on with me, like, I told y'all, like, when I tell y'all that I be exhausted, I am so thankful that this week, first of all, I just realized, a couple of days ago that Thanksgiving is next week, right? And next week is tomorrow, okay? And so I just looked at my schedule because I'm off today, which is Saturday. I go to work tomorrow for 5 hours, because we only open on 4 hours and, 5 hours at the job. So that's fine. Tuesday is my last day of work, and then I got 3 days off. Baby, when I tell you Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Ashley ain't doing shit up in this bitch. Okay, well, let me stop. I'm probably going to use Wednesday to just do a deep cleaning of the crib again. You know what I'm saying? I do like a little cleaning here and there, but it's every couple of weeks or whatever I do a deep cleaning of it. That's what's my habit, so that I can keep everything pristine. You know what I'm saying? And bitch, I'm going to sleep after that. I am just about to be chilling. I'm finna make sure I go to the store and get some stuff or whatever. So my fridge and everything can be stocked, because I ain't doing shit for the holiday. Just the first holiday. The first holidays that, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that shit, that I will not be with anybody. I'll be by myself. And I think I feel some type of way about that. And if y'all don't know, like, we don't necessarily celebrate holidays, but because we grew up Jehovah's Witnesses or whatever, but we still kind of partake in it, But, because, bitch, we have our meals and shit. We have our little gifts and shit or whatever, too. But, my people is over there, and I'm over here, whatever. So I'm the only one still up in the state of Chicago, Illinois. So, I don't know how I feel about it. I do kind of feel away, but hey, it is what it is. I'll probably FaceTime them or whatever, because we're getting back to where we were. And so I'm just gonna chill out, make sure I got everything that I need, because I am not going out the house. Bitch, do y'all see what it is outside? Do y'all see what it is outside? I was just really mad that 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday that I woke up just to go to the goddamn bathroom, and it was like blanketed fucking snow outside. I said, bitch, it's white all over. It's white all over. And I was really confused. And then when I came outside, it was ice. Okay, y'all talking about something. Oh, bring the snow over here. Bring the snow over. No, girl. No, girl. Take this shit. Take it. Okay? And then it keeps snowing and then stopping. Snowing, stopping. I said, bitch, what is it gonna do? And it's like it's below freezing out here too. Okay, mind you, after tomorrow, it's supposed to be like mid-40s, damn near 50s for the next week or so. What the fuck is going on? Bitch, fall left. Okay, fall said, bitch, I ain't got time for this. I said, ain't that about a bitch? But hopefully, if for those that actually care about this episode or care about this show anymore, and you don't really care and you just want to hear what's going on or whatever, put down in the comments what you doing for the holiday. Okay, did you realize? I see this in another video, like, the holidays this year has not been holidaying. It just has not been. Halloween didn't feel like a Halloween. I don't know, like, girl, I didn't even realize that Thanksgiving was coming up, and just makes me wonder what the fuck Christmas gonna be like. Anyway, y'all put down in the comments what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? I might, depending on how I feel, I don't know. We might can do something. But anyway, moving on from that, let's just get up into the episode. Obviously, the episode, I don't know how I feel about this show anymore. At least love doing like, I don't know. This particular set, I'm just waiting for the new people for Love After Lockup, okay? Because right now, shit is getting goddamn ridiculous, all right? Because I know we supposed to have characters on this show, but make it make sense. Like, what is the vetting process? Because it's a couple of people on this show that I'm confused as to why they're on this show when we've already had somebody like them, okay? And I know y'all know the main one, Mark and Fiancé, okay? Mainly Mark, you know? So this is Love After Lockup, Love Doing Lockup, Season 2, Episode 5, I believe. My fiance got a fiance, okay? Let me just start off with him because he is the stupidest, all right? He literally, I don't know, something about him seems very exploitive, you know? It seems very, I'm going to act like I care about those that have less than me, those that are in messed up positions, and let me act as though I want to be Mother Teresa and help them out and do all this stuff. Because when we first see him on this episode, the one and only time we see him on this episode, he's on his land. Property, I should say. Girl, I said land like he a little slave owner or some shit. But anyway, that ain't what I meant, because that's how it kind of calculated up in my mind. And I said, we ain't trying to do that. He in real estate, he's into a lot of stuff, so he got a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? He building up properties, he do Airbnbs and shit. So he on this one particular property or whatever that's like 11-bedroom house or whatever, and he's trying to make it into like, all of a sudden it's all about either making it into a sperm bank, and I said, what is your fascination with, you know, people getting pregnant or, you know, donating sperm and all that stuff? And I get it that he used to do that shit, but it's just really weird, and it's literally kind of sick a little bit if you think about it because of the way that he's going about it. And then he get on the phone with somebody named Christian from another goddamn prison talking about he want to make a boarding house for women who got kids, and you know, let's put them all together in this house and y'all can help each other and all that. Good idea, but coming from him, it just don't feel like the motive is genuine. You know what I'm saying? And it feel like he looked like the type that'll sell kids. I'm sorry, it just looked like he doing it for his own benefit. I don't know, okay? And then he want to get Fiancé on the phone so that Christian can convince her to go ahead and have a kid so that she can get out of jail early. And the girl keep telling you, and that girl Christian, girl, what the fuck is on my lip? Oh, that was spit. I'm sorry. Girl. Anyway, they keep telling him, baby, it's not gonna happen. I just don't understand, like, what is his deal? Like, you want somebody to get out, you want to be with somebody and have a life with them or whatever, if that's really what you want. But yet you chose and you keep choosing to hook up, or you can't even hook up, to start talking and getting feelings for, and I ain't even gonna say real feelings, because this don't even feel like you really feelings. It feel like you're just playing games at this point. It feel like he's really bored and he has nothing else to do, and nobody else is giving, nobody else outside will talk to him. So let me go to somebody that really ain't got nothing going for them and they need a little bit of company because ain't nobody else talking to them while they behind bars. So of course they can't turn me down. That is what they're giving. It's giving. And then he keep on trying to convince this girl to get pregnant because, oh, if you get pregnant, they're gonna let you get out early. And I'm sitting here like, okay, maybe you initially thought that, and then the girl told you no, that's not what happens. How come you just couldn't go back and Google that shit? And even Christian is like, bitch, I had a baby when I was in prison, and they just put me back up in prison. And I said, you don't get shorter time, all right? You don't get shorter time just because you get fucking pregnant. And like Fiancé is trying to say, bitch, you gonna get me years on my stuff. If I'm supposed to get out in 6 years, you gonna get me more years because, baby, that's gonna get them in trouble. All right? Because that ain't how the fuck you get pregnant and you already up in the jail. Unless you been fucking somebody in that jail or you done did something on the conjugal visit that you probably shouldn't have had. You know? So I'm just sitting here like, this is stupid. And both of their asses hung up on him. I don't give a damn about Mark. Get that bitch off the show because he is stupid. Something about him is just twisted and not right. And I feel like this is just a put on. Meanwhile, we got Jessica and Dustin. Girl, they go down there. Her and her daughter. They meet up with Dustin's mama and aunt. No, not mama, auntie. Mama and son. Oh, girl, no. Mama and sister. Girl, I knew it was an S word. Okay. Met up with his mama and his sister at a little painting type of situation, like a sip and paint shit. I want to go to a sip and paint so bad. Down the street, they're in the area that I'm staying at. You go down there a couple of blocks, maybe 3 blocks down. I don't know, that's south. Yeah, you go south, okay? There's a sip and paint down there. And I want to check it out so bad. And then it's another area around here. You go east. They have a strip that they are developing with a lot of cultural stuff and it's black businesses and shit. Like, it just looks so fucking good. And I'm definitely going to try to get and go visit some of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I actually trying to get up out the house, okay? I'm not trying to stay up in the bitch, you know, for the rest of my days or whatever. I'm trying to branch out more, you know? So I was like, that's cute or whatever. Of course, her daughter was a little nervous, but when she saw the mom and the sister, she's like, oh my God, how you doing? I said, excuse me. She was like, girl, it was the nurse. It was the nurse. So they get to sitting down, and the mom and sister was like, okay, yeah. She pretty or whatever, you know, dark hair and all that shit. That's definitely Dustin's type. I said, That was like, so girl, what was it about Dustin that had you want to be all up on him or whatever? And she was like, I don't know. I said, what? So you going through all of this for somebody you don't know why you wanted to be with him or whatever, what it was that attracted you to him. Baby, just say I saw him and he was fan as hell and he just kept on piercing his eyes through my soul, okay? And I just couldn't take it. It just made my soul quiver. Ooh, like that, you know what I'm saying? Just all you had to say or something like that. You know, don't say, I don't know, you know. They're gonna say, you know, he was standing over there by the phone, some phone wall or whatever, and it was like he was just staring at me and it just felt real creepy. I said, excuse me, what? And that was intriguing to you? I said, man, what's going on? And then said, look, I got a tattoo. You want to see the tattoo that I got for him? And they was like, show me. Girl, I said, at your big age, I would not stand up and tell the man that I'm dating or whoever that I done got a tattoo of his last name across my whole goddamn torso. Not small, not 12-point font, but 1,000-point font, okay? Across my whole torso. And when they saw it, they was like, oh my God. Mama said, well, how come you couldn't just get his name Dustin? And why did you get it so big? And she was like, you know, it's just permanent. You know what I'm saying? That's just one of the shows of love that I love him and I'm not going anywhere. And she, the sister, I guess, you know, she must really love him or whatever. That must be real love. And it was like, you know what? Let's get down to the business of the matter at hand. The matter at hand is the fact that, first of all, because I feel like either the daughter asked how many relationships has Dustin been in, okay? And she was like, relationships? I mean, relationship per se, I don't think he ever really been in a relationship. He just been doing some things now, you know what I'm saying? Because he could never keep a relationship down because, you know, he's a drug addict. I said, oh, girl, Jessica was like, I didn't know that, you know, and it was like, when I say a drug addict, I mean, he was addicted to weed. And see, people be acting like y'all can't get addicted to weed, baby, just because it's from the earth. Baby, you could get addicted to weed, bitch, okay? When you got to wake up in the morning just to fucking function with, you got to take a hit, you got to eat an edible or something just to fucking function in the morning, girl, bitch, you're addicted, okay? You can get addicted to any goddamn thing. And then she was like, and he also addicted to meth. I said, oh, my goodness. I said, bitch, I was waiting for them to say cocaine, okay, heroinia. I was waiting for them to say that, you know what I'm saying? You know, maybe a little bit of PCP, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a little opioids or whatever, you know? Baby, they said the main shit that be fucking these bitches up out here, meth. All right, have you ever seen a bitch with a meth mouth? Oh my God. Oh my God, the way that meth tears the body fucking up. Talk about a drug that ain't nothing but pure chemicals. Bitch, you can make that shit in your goddamn kitchen sink. What the hell? I said, I know, Dustin, you're 27 years old and you're addicted to meth. on the one hand, I'm not surprised, but on the other hand, I really did thought that it was gonna be like cocaine or whatever, cocaine. I said, oh, Miss Jessica didn't know that. Miss Jessica didn't know that. So when everything went well with the little meeting, they was like, I hope he ain't finna play her. All right, you know, and they told her he ain't never been faithful to nobody. Jessica sitting there looking like, huh. Meanwhile, the daughter is just like, you know what? I feel some type of way because my mama finna uproot her whole goddamn life for this boy. Okay? This boy, you know, and he ain't even been up and up. You know what I'm saying? He on drugs and all that shit. And then they was talking about something, you gotta keep him clean. Or she said, so basically I'm gonna have to keep him clean. I said, Kate Michelle said you can't raise a man. All right, you can't raise a man. So you raising your daughter who's about to get up out your house and go to college or whatever and be this adult soon. And yeah, you about to get quote unquote married and move your life for a little boy who not necessarily a man yet because he can't get his shit to fuck together. And you gotta raise that motherfucker and clean him out. I ain't stand up for that. I ain't stand up for that. Bitch, you know, no. And then the daughter was scared that the boy, Dustin, might drag her mama into the shit. And I said, shit like that happen. We didn't see how that crackhead shit goes, you know. I said, oh, Miss Jessica, you still want to move? You still want to move down there to Tennessee? Okay. I said, let that go, boo-boo. Let that go. Girl, Chelsea done went down there to see Mikey's mama. She's a little nervous. And I said, I understand. You know, everybody nervous when they meet somebody for the first time that they ain't never seen before. You heard about them, but you ain't never seen them, you know. And so when she pull up, she get out the car, you know, and it's this older lady that's sitting at the table outside. And Chelsea just goes sit down. And she was like, hey, it was just a long ride or whatever, you know what I'm saying? A little nervous. And then the lady was just like, okay. And I was like, this is mama. Girl, nah, that's the grandmama. I said, oh, so we meet mama. It's a 2-for-1 special because mama came out the door. She was like, this my mama. It was like, I heard that you could read lips and all that stuff. She was like, yes, 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 yes. And so, you know, they get to talking. And basically what wound up happening is Mikey really did have a stroke. Mikey wasn't playing no games. It was just, you know, because he was up in the prison system or whatever. They was just being real vague about the shit because they just didn't want nobody to try to break him out or whatever because he did have to go to a real hospital. He was out there playing softball and it was a lot of shit. What it sound like is, ooh, I'm sorry. What it sounded like is he probably could have had a heat stroke or whatever that turned into some other shit that turned into a bigger stroke. I don't know because they said he was out there playing softball and they said, you know, oh, you probably dehydrated, go hydrate or whatever. And then come to find out he had many strokes that led to a bigger stroke or whatever. And he was in a hospital for like 8 days or so. You know, the mama got in contact with him. He had actually called and, you know, he was actually able to hear Chelsea's voice for the first time. And, you know, the mama said he always talking about Chelsea. So, you know, I said, oh, and she was like, Mikey, let me tell you this. When I first saw her, all I could say was, damn, she pretty as fuck. And I said, oh, bitch, let me tell you something. When you meet your significant other's people, and that's one of the compliments they give, girl, that's going to make you feel real good, okay? Because you don't want nobody to be thinking that you ugly as shit and had them looking at them like, this what you choose to bring home? Bitch, because, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But mama said she is real pretty, Michael. She is real pretty. And she was like, I was like, all right, Chelsea, you know, we had him pegged wrong. Should we give Mikey an apology? I'll give you an apology. I'm sorry that I doubted you a little bit, you know. So they all to the fucking good. We're going to move past that one, okay? Girl, Melissa and Louie. Melissa and goddamn Louie, bitch. I somewhat want to fight Melissa a little bit. And when I say fight, like, I just want to push her. Let her push her one good time. I don't want to hit her. I don't want to pull her hair. I just want to push her, like, push her to the point where she gets shook some sense into. You know what I'm saying? I just want to grab her by the shoulder and say, wake the fuck up and grow up. You know what I'm saying? Because mama's still down there in Georgia. All right. And she feeling some type of way. She about to go look at Dirk, meet up with Dirk. Dirk used to be Louis' boss at the little pizza place that he owns or whatever, you know, down there before Louis got locked up, okay? So he was like, yeah, let me just get into something what he got going on and all this shit. Because, you know, Melissa already feels some type of way that the mama had told her that Louis is not coming to New Jersey. Like, he's staying at least 2 years down there up in Georgia once he get out. So she go over there to Dirk. First of all, he is trying to work. I would have said, girl, my office hours is 9 to 5. So that means that from 9 to 5, bitch, I'm working. And if it ain't got nothing to do with pizza, spaghetti, meatballs, okay, if it ain't got nothing to do with that, baby, hit me up after 5 o'clock. All right, that's what you need to do. But, you know, Dirk was talking to her, was like, hey, yeah, Dustin told me some shit about you or whatever. And mama proceeds to get her face cracked, okay? What I don't like is when people go to other people's jobs or whatever trying to get information and all this shit just to make you feel good because you don't know who the fuck it is that you dealing with. All right. Of course, when I realized, when I was looking at the ages, I was like, wait a minute, Louis 2 years older than her. So you was crushing on this person all this time. Like, girl, you was a fucking sophomore and you was a sophomore when he left, if he even finished high school, okay? And you've been crushing on him this whole goddamn time. Like, girl, I mean, and the fact that you're stunning and still in that high school, like, did he even say anything to you in high school for you to be feeling this type of way or whatever? I don't get it. Like, maybe because I ain't never really had no crush on nobody in high school. I went to a high school that was diverse a little bit for the most part. It was a magnet school. And when I tell you, for me, in my honest opinion, there was nobody in that school that I found attractive enough for me to crush on. And I feel some type of way because I ain't had the type of experience that I wanted to have. Like, even in college, like, my professors wasn't nothing to keep me coming to the class. Like, you know, sometimes I went to class because I wanted to get my shit done. That's why. You know, sometimes people go to classes because they got that professor that just fan as hell or whatever. Girl, I ain't even had that shit, bitch. I was like, what? Oh, let me take that back. My African-American studies teacher, professor, he was cute. He was cute. But he was a he. So that really ain't no motivation, you know? And I was glad that he was black. Because I done seen some people had African-American study professors that was white. And I was really confused. If I would have had that, I would have had to drop the class. I'm sorry. I just would have. That's right. Like, if I would have took a Spanish class, I want to have a Spanish teacher. I'm sorry. I take an Asian American class, I want to have an Asian teacher. I'm sorry if I feel that way, but that's just how it is. That's how I think. You know, I feel that's just how things should roll. But anyway, it's just like, girl, what? Let it the fuck go. And then you sitting there and then you find out that he gonna get this job back once he get out of jail. Oh, baby. Louis was a drug addict. Like, he was a drug addict to the max, bitch. All right? They was like, Louis was doing good up at the job and everything. You know, one of the best pizza makers. He was flinging that dough, bitch. Okay? He was making that piece of pie. All right? And then it came to a point where all of a sudden he going to the bathroom for 20, 30 minutes. Now, I know you're not losing yourself up in that bathroom. They was like, at one point, we realized what he was up in there doing. Okay? He was in there getting high. He was up in there getting high. Probably want some oxy or some other shit or whatever. And so, you know, he was like, yeah, as long as he keep himself together, he got a place here when he get out of jail. Because, you know, that's one of the things he got to do. He got to get a job or whatever. And so Melissa was like, wait a minute. So you already offered him this job? And he was like, yeah. And he accepted it? Yeah. And she was like, oh, okay, because nobody told me nothing like this or whatever. And he even told her about him getting into yoga. And she was like, so do you know anything about Rutu, the instructor or whatever? He was like, listen, I don't know shit about that. I just know that he been into it or whatever, and it is what it is. And so she gets in her feelings. Y'all saw her face crack right when he said he accepted the job, okay? She get in that goddamn car. And she calls Louis on the phone with the bullshit. And basically was like, I seen Dirk. Oh, so you stand down here and all this shit. What about Route 2 and everything? And I'm sitting here like, why are you putting this shit on this man like that? Now, granted, I feel some type of way any other time, but because it's Melissa, I just feel like, girl, you're on some bullshit. You are on some bullshit and you're making things up to make it be a problem. And I cannot stand a person that does stuff and make issues to be a problem that's there isn't. There is no issue, okay? Like he said, I get out of jail, 9 out of 10, I'm still going to be on probation, okay? I'm going to be on parole for a little bit, so therefore I got to spend my time out here and do my parole or whatever. So what's the fucking problem? And then you breaking up this Rutu bitch like, girl, excuse me, Miss Lady, I ain't gonna call you no bitch. It's not no disrespect to you because you honestly ain't do shit. After I seen you and how aloof you was looking at Melissa, like, the fuck? Yeah, don't bring me up in this shit because I have no idea what you're talking about. No, okay, he was pissed. He was pissed as shit. And she was like, so what? I'm not supposed to come see you. He said, if you come see me, you come see me. If you don't, you don't. And she was like, ditto. I said, bitch, I would have said the same thing. And honestly, I would have said, no, bitch, take your crazy ass back to motherfucking Jersey, all right? Get your screws tightened. But girl, she gonna go down there to see Rutu in her yoga studio and then get in her feelings about the fucking poses and stuff that she was doing. The classic, basic fucking, you know, downward dog and all this stuff or whatever. And when it got to that, she said, oh, really? Oh, really? So this is what you're teaching? I said, bitch, Melissa, girl, Cher, Allison, you need to come get your sister. Your sister need help, okay? Because I just don't understand. You literally are fucking up something that is going somewhat well for you, but you're going to mess it up by being jealous of something that's not happening, and then going to confront this lady. I'm looking at Miss Rutu. Miss Rutu look like, her hair look like she a good 50 years old, okay? But Miss Rutu look like she probably, her face and her body look like she a good 30-something, all right? Mama look like she got her shit on, okay? I'd say 40. Mama look well established. Mama look like she got business about herself and she got better things to do than to fuck around with a goddamn inmate, okay? And you up here talking about this shit. Bitch, mama said, okay, well, you can have that. I gotta go do another class, so deuces. Girl, you better be glad that girl didn't punch you in your face, okay? Meanwhile, we get to Justine. Her cousin came down there from Rhode Island, Miss Mariah. Me and Mariah go back like babies with pacifiers. Goof, y'all just did not live. Let me tell y'all something. Because maybe some of y'all have, but I feel like it's a couple of youngins. Oh, I am at that age where I can call people youngins. Bitch, I am 35 fucking years old. I'm about to be 36 in a minute. And I feel some type of way, bitch. I just feel some type of way. I feel, oh my God, am I really about to be in my auntie stage? I am about to be in my auntie stage. So now I can really be like, some of you youngins just don't know how it was back in the day. Bitch, y'all did not live, okay? Y'all got this Mariah. Okay, which is cute. But baby, we had Mariah when Mariah first came onto the fucking scene. When Mariah was in her fucking prime. When Mariah was in her fucking peak. When Mariah was in perfect fucking voice. You know, Mariah was hitting them notes, bitch. Woo, that's still my bitch till this day. I have a few singers that would never, no matter how their voices change, no matter how their performances change, no matter how whatever changed, they will still be in my top, okay? Whitney Houston, Toni Braxton, Janet Jackson, Beyonce, okay? And Mariah Carey. That's the top 5. Who else will be up in that bitch? I love me some Erykah Badu, but Erykah Badu a little hoteppy for me or whatever, but I still love her. You know what I'm saying? Who else? I love me some Jill Scott. Okay. It's some other people back in the day. Y'all put it down in the comments too, because then y'all probably gonna jog my memory and they probably all up in my shit. You know, I just been going down this wave of just listening to like old 90s shit. You know what I'm saying? 90s R&B, early 2000s R&B, and baby, y'all missed it. Y'all missed it, bitch. We had a fucking time, y'all. A fucking time. Missy Elliott. Oh, girl, when Missy Elliott used to produce the R&B girls. Girl. Anyway, what was I talking about? I just had to go down that memory lane. But Miss Mariah said, oh, so this you? Looking at that car. She said, now what if this car is hot? Okay? What if you driving down the street in a hot car? You know what I'm saying? And you in there with your kids and all that stuff. And Justine was like, listen, girl, I don't think that it's hot because, you know, Michael about to get out the jail in a couple of months or whatever. And it's like, why would he put himself in that predicament? Because he gonna be driving up in the car too. And I said, you would think people would have that type of logic, but niggas out here do crazy things. Now, let me just tell you something, Justine. I will take your man, okay? I don't want to do nothing with him or whatever. I'll let you fuck him or whatever, but I will literally take your man because your man is fine. Maybe I'm just a bird, but bitch, even though we look related, your man is fine. And bitch, you kind of look like you could be my cousin too. We all fucking in the same goddamn hue. But, your man is fine. I'm just going to keep on telling you that. And y'all a little weird for my taste. It's giving a little bit of Angelina Billy Bob. Okay, because when they came up in that room and she was showing Mariah some of the stuff that he be giving her, whatever. Girl, she said, look at the toenails. She was like, listen, Michael be sending me a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Like he sent me the toenail. And then he sent me like a blister. I said a blister. So you mean to tell me once that bitch popped, he sent the skin? And then she was like, he sent me like some blood. I said, Angie. Now see, y'all wasn't around. Some of y'all wasn't around back then. I love me some Angelina Jolie. That's one of my favorite actresses, okay? Favorite white actress at that. But, and I would love her down to the day she died, okay? But that era when Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton was together and they was having each other vials of blood and everything, I said, girl, what was going on? Like, Angie was just in her sexual peak back then. She was in love with that man. I don't know if it was love. I don't know if it was lust. I don't know if it was both. But, baby, it was a lot of shit that was going on back then with Miss Angie. Angie was out there. The calm Angie that y'all got, say the world, we are the people, United Nation Angie, that wasn't the one that we had back in the day, girlfriend. Angie was off the fucking chain, bitch. Okay, I said, oh, that's what y'all doing. And she was like, he also sent me some sperm. I said, what the fuck? They let that get sent out in the mail at jail and y'all ain't checked that shit. Baby, I said, you weirdos. I kind of dig it, but you weirdos. Don't send me no fucking toenails. And then she had it posted up on the wall. She said, girl, this is my man. My man ain't out here leaving me for dead, okay? He's sending me everything, all right? He said he ain't got much to give, but I'm going to give you something. I said, all right. Wouldn't be me, but go ahead, bitch. And, you know, Mariah, he had got on the phone or whatever, and, you know, she was questioning him and all that stuff. And then when it came to where you get the money to get that car, he was like, I played the lottery, a lot of lotteries, and I won them. Justine like, well, you know, he probably get up in his feelings. The only time he get up in his feelings and don't want to talk about nothing is when people ask him how he get his money and all that shit. Bitch, because it's illegal. It's illegal. And of course, he not going to get on the phone because Mariah going to say so. I don't feel like he telling the truth about that. I don't believe that lottery shit. No shit, Mariah. Okay, Mariah, I look at your hair and I can tell you know what it is, all right? You know how we gets down, okay? You know a little bit of the hood life and the little hood niggas, okay? Baby, you know what it is. We can't talk all that shit over the fucking phone so they can fucking incriminate him, especially when he about to get out in a couple of months or less than a couple of months. No, he ain't gonna put out there and say, my homie's out there, you know, taking care of my little drug empire or my little this empire. No, baby, we gonna lie. We gonna lie, okay? He ain't trying to get caught up. And I said, Mariah still don't see it for him. Understandable. Understandable. And I said, okay, keep your eye on the whole situation. Somebody put up in the comments that they feel like Justine and Michael don't really need to be on the show because they already got their relationship is not really that toxic or whatever, or they're doing good. And honestly, when you look at it, they're like one of the only stable couples on here. Like, real for real. And especially compared to motherfucking Ty. And I ain't even fit to sit down here and go too much on this bitch because she's just dumb. All right? And let me tell y'all, this is water. H2O. Keep it up in there, okay? Because I've been feeling like I've been a little bit dehydrated or whatever, so I got to keep my hydration up, you know, because, yeah, there's that. But Ty meets up with Boston. And as soon as Boston get on the scene, she just started talking shit about her. Look at her in these clothes, and look at her looking like this, looking like a little Bernstein bear. I said, bitch, but look at you. Look at you. All right, she started talking about her skirt. Look at her, your hoe skirt or your slut skirt. And I said, bitch, how you talking about her look like a hoe or whatever when you the real hoe, just not fucking niggas, but you fucking around with other inmates? And that's the thing. And see, this is why we can't be here for Ty, because Ty, you're on bullshit. You're literally mad at Hottie for getting engaged to Boston and having him talking to this lady still that he literally was talking to before you, and technically you are the side chick. But wow, look at them clouds. But you can't really get mad at that situation when you got other niggas that you are talking to as well. So y'all both doing the same thing. And you're mad that he proposed to that girl and he proposed to you and he's still playing y'all. And the reason why he's still playing y'all is because y'all both allowing it. And then you sitting down there and you're disrespecting her when she's not even on no disrespectful shit. Because if you ask me, Boston, it wouldn't have been me. I would have said, bitch, tell me what it is that you got to tell me on this goddamn phone. I'm not meeting up with you, okay? Because I already know you're going to be on some bullshit. This bitch gets mad and flipped the fucking table. Flip the fucking table. I said, what? And then gonna tell her she being hostile. And then Miss Boston was like, but bitch, you the one that flipped the table. And I was like, exactly. And then all of a sudden I'm not really mad at you. It's just the fact that, you know, I love Hottie. I wanted to do this, and I had a future with him, and I was just thinking about all the stuff that we was gonna do, the marriage and everything. But then I realized that he out here hurting me, he hurting you, or whatever. So I apologize if I ever came off hostile to you. I apologize if I attacked you. No, you did. You did. Okay? I said, oh, yo, shit, bitch. Would you forgive me? Boston said, fine, fuck it, just to get the fuck up out of there. And I said, girl, it would never be me, bitch. It would never be me. Because you pulled me down there, and then you flipping tables, and then you get mad at me, and you cussing me out across the street, or whatever. You got these people at their establishments coming outside looking at us, and then you know they judging like, look at these niggas, okay? And I'm just like, why? Why? Boston, when you said keep that bitch away from me, you should have just went on ahead and got in the car and left. I ain't got time to listen to no shit else that you got to say, because you ain't on no shit, bitch. Ty, you need fucking help. Okay? And at this point, I'm just really trying to see, is this all an act or if this really you? Boston gonna stay with that man. She already said it. We done been through so much shit already. When he get out, we get married. I said, girl, you dumb. But hey, at least you ain't acting stupid like this bitch. I mean, you stupid, but you ain't acting out like this bitch. But hey, it is what it is. That's love doing Lockup, y'all. Y'all tell me how y'all felt. If this is if I don't see some of y'all until next week, happy Thanksgiving. All right. And I'll see the rest of y'all later on tonight for Love After Lockup. Ooh, wrong goddamn show. Love and Marriage Huntsville. I see y'all later. Remember on the Spice Well. Too much of something. It's not enough. Not enough. Get off of here.